gentlemen, and welcome back to Up the U's, the channel dedicated to my love and hopefully your love, all things Colchester United. The U's saw the end of the 25-26 season in fantastic style as we beat Cheltenham 4-1 away from home. So today I thought we would go through the entire squad and rank them in a tier list format. Whether they played 1 minute or over 4,000 minutes for the U's this season, we are going to go through them and we are going to rank them. The ranks are as followed: harsh to judge, didn't work out, did okay, solid, great season, and finally the player of the season. So without further ado, let's get into the video, and it starts with young Max Jolliffe. Hard to give Max a position on this table as he's only played 1 minute for the U's in the league this season. He had successful spells on loan at Salisbury and Yeovil throughout the season. He's one that could feature next season for the U's and has a bright future ahead of him. So for me, he's harsh to judge. Next up, it's Ronnie Harvey. Ronnie is a player that I'm looking forward to see play next season. He's featured a bit more than Max this season, getting some minutes in the Virtue Trophy games against West Ham under-21s, but he also got 90 minutes against the Gills back in October where he had a really good game. He spent some time out on loan at Chelmsford and Salisbury, but is now back at the U's and going to be fighting for a position in the team next season. For me, this season, Ronnie Harvey did okay. Up next, it's Jack Baldwin. This is an odd one. Jack joined the U's at the start of the season after having his contract terminated by mutual consent from Northampton. He was going to bring in some experience and leadership, but unfortunately Jack suffered a knee injury back in September which sidelined him, and Jack Tucker and Harvey Araujo formed a really good partnership and he struggled to get back into the team. He went out on loan in March to National League side Eastleigh, but unfortunately for Jack, this one didn't work out. Time for another bright talent, Sam Kafour Jr. Sam is another youngster with a really bright future. He went out on loan at the start of the season to Hornchurch. He then returned to the U's in September and had a standout performance against Fulham and West Ham in the Virtue Trophy. Looked like a really solid centre-back and very calm on the ball, and on the weekend he got his first start in the league and was fantastic. For me, Sam Kafour Jr. has had a solid season. Up next is the smartest man at the club and potentially the smartest man in football, Tom Smith. Someone that never moans, never groans and always comes in on match days with a smile on his face, even when he's out injured. He still came along and backed the boys, another one that featured heavily in the Virtue Trophy game, but also played against Bristol Rovers back in September after Macy picked up an injury against Accrington the game before. For the work he did off the pitch, I'm giving him a solid season. Up next, it's Adrian Akande. During pre-season we had Akande on trial at the club, and after his contract expired with Reading, he performed well whilst on trial. And on the eve of the new season, we signed him on a 2-year deal. He played a total of 174 minutes for the U's across 7 games. He picked up an assist in the 2-1 defeat at home to Cambridge when he set up Arthur Reed, but that's all he really did. After that, he came off the bench against Barrow and Barnet, then played 61 minutes against the Gills, but then didn't feature again until January where he was on the bench. Unfortunately, this one didn't work out. This is a sad one. It's Ben Perry. After how good friend Jamie McDonald did on loan last year, Ben Perry came in with high praises, but we all know what happened next. Away to Shrewsbury, he got injured and we later found out it was an ACL injury that would see him miss the whole season. Perry is back training and back on the grass and will be like a new signing next season. This one, it's harsh to judge. I actually forgot this player played for us this season. It's Oscar Fawn. Oscar got his move to Lincoln City, a club the Cowleys know very well. He got the move after his performances in the 24-25 season. Being one of the fastest players at the club, standing at 6'3", he caught Lincoln's eye. He hasn't played that much for Lincoln since joining them, and with Kyrese Lisby quite possibly moving on to pastures new, could a loan back next season be on the cards. This one, it did okay. This next one is just a mess. It's Dominic Gape. This just didn't work, did it? Which is strange. You don't play nearly 200 games for Gareth Ainsworth and not be a decent player. But with how good Bishop and Reed have been this season, Gape has really struggled for games. It just didn't work out. This next one, I actually feel really sorry for the lad. It's Finn back. Finn came into the side when we had major injury problems with both Ellis and KVY out. We picked him up in a service station and he only knew JK Gordon from when they played together at Carlisle. After that, he started against Barrow and Salford, but since that game against Salford on the 28th of February, he has only played 1 minute of football for the U's. Not a loan spell that he will remember, and one that didn't work out. We just mentioned him when talking about Finn back. It's JK Gordon. JK joined the U's back in 2024 on a 2-year deal from Crystal Palace. He's played 56 games for the U's and scored 3 goals. With the seasons that Harry Anderson and Kyrus Lisby have had, JK is another one that has found it hard to get game time. A loan out to Rochdale was hopefully what he needed to get some minutes, but sadly that also hasn't worked out for him. Another one that just didn't work out. Up next is Romeo Akachukwu. Wow, what a young talent Romeo is. Danny knew about him when he was at Waterford in the Irish Premier League. He then got moved to Southampton and joined the U's on loan in January. He picked up an assist in the 2-1 home win to Accrington when he set up Jack Payne. Overall, I'd say he's had a solid season and one I'd like to see return next season on loan or maybe even permanent. Someone who, in my opinion, changed massively during the season is Jaden Williams. I'll be honest, when he joined, I wasn't a big fan of him. I wasn't impressed when he played against Spurs and West Ham, which was his level last season, but since the Bromley game where he led the line, my opinion has changed on him massively. He gave us a totally different outlet, so for me, he did okay. He didn't get the goals or the assists that he probably wanted this season, but he definitely gave us a different outlet up front. Another Finn that joined us in January was Finlay Barbrick. On loan from Ipswich Town, he came into the club as a backup midfielder and someone that would come on and break up the play. With the injury to Teddy Bishop towards the end of the season, he was able to get some regular minutes and he took his opportunity with both hands and has performed brilliantly. That performance alone against Swindon was 10 out of 10, and then on the final game of the season he gets his goal. Another one I'd love to see return next season. Finlay Barbrick has had a solid season. Up next, it's club captain Tom Flanagan. Flanagan was unsure whether he wanted to sign another year at the end of last season. He did, and with Tucker he was performing well, but then against Crewe back in September he picked up another injury that would see him on the sidelines till November. He came back into the side and again did well, but whilst he was out, Harvey Araujo was performing really well. He played 4 matches in a row, then picked up another injury against Walsall on March 28th. Like Tom Smith, he has been a real asset to the club off the pitch, so for me, like Tom, he's been solid. Next up is the nephew of potentially new owner, it's Frankie Terry. Frankie's always been a player that has been on the fringes of the first team, and when Harvey Araujo dislocated his jaw in the game against Chesterfield on March 3rd, and then Flanagan getting injured away against Walsall, it was Frankie's time to step up, and step up he did. Danny always talks about how he wants left-footed balance, and with Terry being left-footed, he can do a job at centre-back and left-back. Could next year be the year we see Frankie Terry as a regular starter? For me, he's had a solid season. Next up is someone whose opinions may have changed recently. It's Will Goodwin. Will joined us on loan from newly promoted Oxford United of the Championship. The 22-year-old is another one that has struggled with injuries and others in his position performing really well. Recently he has been starting again and has been someone that we can play up to and has chipped in with 4 goals this season. With Oxford getting relegated back to League One, I think he'll be part of their plans next season. Will Goodwin did okay. This is a player that, if he didn't get injured, could have fought Jack Tucker as player of the season. It's Micah Mbick. The best panic buy of the season, a young striker on his first ever loan spell, and what a fantastic loan spell it was. A player you can play up to, play through and play into. Of real bright talent, and in January was looking at getting a move to Premier League Brighton, but it seems Charlton wanted more money. Someone that I have no doubt will be in the Premier League by the time he turns 21. Micah Mbick, great season. With one of the best goals this season, next up, it's Awara Edwards. Like others in this list, Awara's game time has been limited this season, but when he has been given the opportunity to shine, he has shone bright. We all remember that winning goal against Bristol Rovers and back-to-back assists against Tranmere and Swindon. His lightning pace on the win makes him a real handful to defend against. Awara Edwards has had a solid season. The next person, in my opinion, one of the best left-backs in the league, is Ellis Iandolo. Where do I even start when it comes to Ellis this season? He's such a key player to our setup and play that when we miss him, it throws the whole team off balance. His attacking ability from left back and his experience in the side makes him an asset we cannot afford to lose. He's played a total of 1,702 minutes across 21 matches this season with an average match rating of 7.5. Once again, Ellis has had a great season. Up next, it's Samson Tavide. Oh, Samson. This is someone that can only be described as Marmite. Some people hate him and some people love him. The ability is there. His pace and power when running with the ball is unmatched. Last season with Lyle Taylor by his side, you could see that he learnt a lot from him. In my opinion, his best position for us is out on the left wing. Although saying that, when you look back at his goal against Cheltenham at the weekend, he did take it very, very well. Not sure how much longer he'll be a Colchester United player though, but for me this season, Samson Davide did okay. Before we get into the top 10, make sure you go down below, hit the like button and hit subscribe, and also leave us a comment on who you think I've either been too harsh or too kind to. We now move into the top 10, and this isn't top 10 as in my opinion of who the top 10 players are. This is all done on minutes played. So without further ado, in 10th position, it's Teddy Bishop. Bishop is someone that has always struggled with injuries during his career. He joined us in 2024 from Lincoln after he couldn't agree a new deal. There's always been an argument, can Bishop and Reid play alongside each other? And this season, I think they have shown us the answer is yes. Bishop is more of a box-to-box player and until recently hasn't missed much football this season. A very solid season from the 29-year-old. Playing just 16 minutes more, it's Harvey Araujo. Like Micah, a young talent with a bright future ahead. On loan to us from Fulham, Harvey has played a total of 2,476 minutes across 28 matches. His first game was against Wycombe in the Virtue Trophy at the start of September, and he has featured as a starting centre-back up until his injury against Chesterfield. There are rumours that his contract is going to be terminated at Fulham, so you never know, someone that could return. A great season for Harvey Araujo. A man that has potentially had his best season of his career, but definitely his best season as a Colchester United player, it's Harry Anderson. A man the Cowleys know well and know exactly how to get the best out of him. With 18 goal involvements this season, it has been a brilliant campaign for Anderson. Last season he struggled to find his form, but this year Danny has put his trust in him and he's repaid that twofold. 100% an unsung hero for me this season, and that hat-trick against Harrogate will be my standout performance for him. A great season for Harry Anderson. Next up, it's the weatherman himself, Mr. Rob Hunt. He is Mr. Versatile. Need him at left back? No problem. Need him to cover in centre midfield? Sure. Heck, I even think he would have done a job in goal if asked. Not much to say about Hunt other than he's had another really good performance this season and been another player that has stood out. Someone that has just been solid all year round. When at the end of season awards, I was lucky enough to be able to have Jaden Williams and this next man on my table. It's Kane Vincent-Young. Just like Rob Hunt, someone that has played out of his natural position and performed well this season. He's been someone that's had to battle with Rob Hunt for the starting position, but when he was given his chance to perform, he performed well. Was a little shaky at the start of the season, but as it went on and he got more game time, he came into his own. A solid season from Kane Vincent-Young. We now move into the 5 players that have played the most this season, and in at number 5, it's Kyrese Lisby. What a season for young Kyrese. Seeing the name Lisby on the back of a blue and white shirt this season has brought back so many amazing memories of when his dad Kevin played for us. It was also looking like in January we were going to lose Kyrese to Reading, but he remained at the club. And although since January the performance have dried up slightly, he's still been an amazing player this season and no doubt will be on the move in the summer. But I imagine we'll get some good money for him. He also picked up the Young Player of the Year award at the end of season dinner. A great first season for Kyrese. Next up is our little magician, Jack Payne. What a season from him. He's finished on 19 goal involvements, split as 13 goals and 6 assists. He's been one of our best players this season, and when we've needed a little spark in a game, he's been the one to start the fire. Picking up his first and second ever career hat-tricks, and we can't forget about that winning penalty at home to MK Dons. A fantastic season from Jack Payne. Up next is the modern day Paul Scholes. It's Arthur Reed. After not featuring as much last season, Reed was really stepped up this season and been another contender for the player of the season. A rocket of a left foot, getting into double digits in goal involvements this season and playing 3,740 minutes across 45 matches this season. It has been an absolute joy to watch Arthur play football. He also picked up the Goal of the Season award for his strike against Shrewsbury. Shall we watch it again?
He's back out to Bishop on the edge of the penalty area. It's going to run loose for Reed. How about that? From Arthur Reed. An absolute blockbuster.
Arthur Reed, you have had a great season. Missing out on the top spot by 145 minutes, it's Matt Macey. There's been talks if Macy is the right man to have between the sticks. In the past few games, I think he has shown exactly why he should be there. That performance on the final day at home to Notts County is enough on its own. Macy's finished this season with 11 clean sheets and has conceded 48 goals in 45 games. It's a great season for Matt Macy. So that is 34 of the 35 players that have featured for the U's this season, and there's one man missing and one spot to fill, and that is Jack Tucker. Jack has played every single minute of the League Two season. He's been the captain in Flanagan's absence and a brick wall in defence. He's been a threat in the box on both corners and free kicks, and at the end of season dinner he picked up the CUSA Away Player of the Season and Player of the Season, Players Player, and also the Player of the Season for the club. 100% deserved, and for me is our Player of the Season. So that concludes this video, and that is how I saw the 25-26 season. And just like the awards night and with you guys on Twitter as well, Jack Tucker is the Player of the Season. If you like what you've seen in today's video, then make sure you go down below, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell notification so you're notified of when I next upload. If you also like what you've seen in today's video, then make sure you head over to all social media platforms at @officialuptheus and give us a follow over there. We obviously now go into the end of the season, so there isn't as much content to bring to the channel. We've still got the retained list that as soon as that is announced, I will give my opinions on the players that are staying and the players that are going. We also have the takeover that's looming over the club, so if there's any news on that, then I will jump on and I'll make a video around it. But until the next video, thank you very much for watching, and as always, remember, up the U's.